Hey guys, what's the happy hap? Hope you're all doing very well. Today we're going to be looking at this solo from High Speed Dirt by Megadeth. Let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look at the first section. I want to start off with a little chord on 5 of the 3rd and 4th string. Just a flat pointer will suffice. And then I work down this bluesy scale with a bit of chromatics. What I've got there is a bend from 7 of the 3rd string up and back, and then I pull off to 5. Then I want to play 7 of the 4th string and then back down to 5 of the 3rd. At the end of that, I'm just going to work chromatically down from 7 to 4 on the 4th string. So I'm going to go 7, 6, 5, 4. So all together thus far. At the end of that, I want to slide from 5 to 7 on the 3rd and then do 2 delicious bends on 10 of the 2nd string. That's sort of the first little chunk of that, and then we work into some more bluesy stuff. I've got some hammer-ons here. Let's have a look at that little chunk. I'm playing 8, 10, 8 as a hammer-on into a pull-off on the 2nd string. Staying on the same string, I'm playing 7, 8, 7 as a hammer-on into a pull-off. And then 5 to 7 back to 5 again. So we've got basically the same phrasing. At the end of that, I've just got 2 little notes. I'm playing 7 of the 3rd and then 5 of the 2nd. And that's going to sound like this with the hammer-ons and pull-offs before it. Okay, after that, I work into this little bluesy phrase, which is actually the same thing twice. Let's slow that down. I'm playing a bend on 7 of the 3rd, and then I've got a flat pointer covering 5 of the 2nd and the 1st string. After that, I'm just doing a roll. I'm hitting 8 of the 2nd string, and then pulling off 7, 5. So it'll go... As I said before, we're going to do exactly the same thing twice. Alright, let's go back to the hammer-on pull-off adventure phrase from before. We'll try and put that bluesy lick after it, and then we'll get the end of the section. So we're going to go from here now. Okay, at the end of that, I go... Let's slow that down. I'm playing 7 of the 3rd, and then 5 of the 2nd. And then from there, I'm working down just the blues pentatonic with that cheeky flat 5. I'm rolling from 8 and then pulling off 7, 5 on the 3rd string. And then hitting 7 of the 4. So it'll go. Okay, then the end of that is. So we're going back to some hammer-on pull-offy stuff. I'm going to go 5, 7, 5 from the 3rd string. Then 4, 5, 4 on the 3rd string. And then I'm going to jump from 7 of the 4th string back down to 4 of the 3rd. So it'll go. At the end of that, I'm just going to do a very, very muted 5, 7, 5 on the 4th, and I pick all of those notes. So from that last part, okay, that's pretty much the whole section. Let's do it relatively slowly from the start, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, let's have a look at the second section. Still in Dave's solo, and we're still working around the A minor pentatonic. I want to start off by playing 5, 8, 5 on the 6th string. And then what I do after that is work up the blues scale with a little bit of a rolling chromatic idea. I'm playing 5 of the 5th and then hammering on 6, 7. Then I play from 5 of the 4th back up to 7 of the 5th. So all together. At the end of that, what I'm doing there is I'm playing 5, 7 on the 4th string and then hitting 5 of the 3rd. All together. Okay, then we work into this phrase. So what I've got here is a little kind of rocky chord. I'm playing 5 of the 2nd and 5 of the 3rd. And then I play a single 7 on the 3rd string. So it goes. Okay, what I do here, I want to bend it up. I'm playing the 7th fret of the 3rd string. I want to squill it at the top. So just a little pinch harmonic. Then a regular note. So we're going to do bend, pinch, regular, and then bend it down. Do that again. Bend, pinch harmonic, regular note. So let's go from the start now. Hopefully that's all making sense, and then we work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. If we could start from 10 of the 2nd string, I want to jump to 8 of the 1st and then back up again. And then I go. So what I've got here is I'm playing 10 of the 1st, rolling back to 10 of the 2nd. Then I've got a hammer on into a pull off, going 8, 10, 8 on the 1st string. So all together. Okay, then I work into this. So what I'm doing here, I'm playing 10 of the 2nd string, and then when I jump down to the 1st string, I play 8, 12, and then back to the 10 again. So all together. Okay, then we go into a very hammer-on pull-off phrase like we had in the first section. I'm going to do 8, 10, 8 is a hammer-on into a pull-off on the 1st string, then 7, 8, 7 on the 1st. Then I want to jump to the 2nd string, and I'm going to go 10, 12, 10, then 8, 10, 8, then 7, 8, 7, then 5, 7, 5. So let's go from the start of this little chunk now. Hopefully that's all making sense, and then I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I want to play 7 of the 3rd, then I'm going to hit 8 and then roll back 7, 5 as pull-offs. Then I'm going to jump to 7 of the 4th string. So I'll slow that down. Okay, then I do a very similar idea. I want to hit 5 of the 3rd, and then I'm going to hit 8 again and then roll back. So we're essentially doing the same thing twice. It's just the first time I'm starting on the 7th fret, and the second time it's the 5. Hopefully that's all making sense. And then I want to do 2 quick notes on 5 of the 3rd with a little bit of a bend, then 3, then 2. So it's a quick 2, a grip of 3, and a quick 2. And that's all of the second section. So let's take it from the start of this, and we'll do it even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Let's take a look at the third section. It's Marty time. I want to start from 10 of the 2nd string and work into this kind of major arpeggio. So I'm playing 10 of the 2nd, jumping to 9 of the 3rd, and then I have a flat pointer covering 8 of the 2nd and the 1st. Okay, then I'm going to jump to 12 after that. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to play 10 of the 2nd and then jump to 8 of the 1st string. So all together. One more time. Okay, then I'm just going to work down 3 notes per string from the first to the third string. Let's slow this down. The first string is playing 11, 10, 8. Then I'm playing 10, 8, 7 on the second. Then when I get to the third, just working down the blues scale that we did in Dave's solo, which is 8, 7, 5 on the third. All together. Hopefully that's making sense. Let's have a look at the next chunk of that. I want to work chromatically down the blues scale. I'm going to play 7, 6, 5 on the fourth. And then I'm going to roll my pointer flat to 5 of the third. And then I jump to 9 of the third. Okay? Once again, we're working back to these two. Similar to that anyway. Okay, then I go doing that 3 note per string pattern again. So let's go through what we've got of this little chunk slowly. Let's do the 3 notes per string. I want to play 8, 7, 5 again on the third, then 7, 5, 4 on the fourth, and then I'm going to play 6, 5, 3 on the fifth, and then resolve that on 5 of the sixth. So all together. Okay, hopefully that's all making sense. To finish that off, I do a slide from say 14 or 15 of the third string to 17 of the third, just to get that little sliding sound. And then I'm playing 20 of the second string and bending 19 of the third 4 times. So I'm going, and that's kind of the general gist of how we're going to end section 1 of that. So let's do it relatively slowly and then again with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. So section 4 is pretty redonk. It's using a pentatonic up the octave around 15 and 20 in the A minor scale. I want to work through it in little groups of 4 because it is pretty fast. So what I want to do is I'm going to start off from 17 of the third string. I'm going to play that and hammer 19, 20, and then I'm going to play 17 of the second. Okay, now the next chunk of 4 I want to do, I'm going to play 20, pull off to 19, and then hammer back to 20 on the third, and then play 17 of the second again. So we've got... Okay, hopefully that's making sense. Then from there I want to go... I'm going to do a pull off from 20 of the second string to 17, then jump to 20 of the third, then back down to 17 of the second. I think all of them have ended on 17 thus far. Anyway, let's look at those chunks of 4. Hopefully that's making sense. And then I want to roll down the pentatonic. I'm going to play 20 of the third string, pull off 19, 17, and then jump to 19 of the fourth. All together. A little bit slow with some breaks. Okay, we're going to do nearly exactly the same thing again. I want to borrow the first 3 groups of 4. At the end of that I go... So what I'm doing there is I'm doing a pull off from 20 to 17 and then vibratoing 19. Okay, the next section I do, I want to play 17, 19, and then 19 again as a bend. And I do exactly the same thing again, but I go 17, 20, and then 20 with a bend, but I want to hold the 20 bend. So I'm going to go 17, 19, 19 bend, 17, 20, 20 bend. All right, let's have a look at the whole thing thus far from the start of the section, and then we'll get the next chunk that follows it. Okay, then we're working to the next lick, which is very, very jolly but technical at the same time. I haven't heard many things like it. Anyway, I want to start off with the hammer on from 14 to 16 on the third. Then I play 14 of the second string. And then I want to hammer 15 to 17 on the second string. Okay? The next bit, I'm going to play 14 of the first string and then pull off 19 to 14. So it'll go... Then after that, I'm sort of working down a B minor arpeggio. If that makes sense. At the end of that, I want to pull off from 16 to 12 on the third, and then resolve that from 14 of the third string. So altogether, there's one more little chunk in this section. I'm going to start off with some rolling legato. I'm going to pluck 14 of the second string. You'll notice I'm starting with my pinky to get my hand in the right position for the whole phrase. I'm pulling off from 14, I'm plucking that, and then pulling off 12, 10. Then I play 12 of the third. And at the end of that, I'm playing 14, 12, 11 on the fourth string. All together. So just make sure that we've got legato here and staccato. All of those notes picked. Pick. Okay, let's try and put the whole section together from the fast pentatonic lick. One more time, some tabs. Section 5. This is a little bit redonk, but we're nearly there, so thanks for sticking with me. I'm going to start with a bit of a chromatic phrase. I'm going to play 17, 16, 15, 14 on the first string, and then work my way back to 16 again. So we're going to go 14, 15, 16 at the end of that. Okay, the next time I hit the pinky, I'm going to be working down a couple of cute little major triads. It starts off with a straight major and then a cheeky dominant. Anyway, I'm going to do a pull off from 17 to 12 on the first and then hit 14 of the second string. I'm going to do a relatively similar idea now. I'm pulling off from 15 to 12 on the first and hitting 14 of the second string. So here we go. It's pretty delightful, and then it goes into this. Let's slow this down. I want to start from 14 of the first string. I'm going to play 14, 12, 10 and then 9. And then I'm going to play, after the 9th fret, I'm going to play 10, 12, 10, 9. So all together. So just rolling backwards and forwards. And at the end of that, I'm going to be playing 12, 10 on the second string. Let's have a look at the whole thing from the start with the chromatic lick. Alright, we're very, very close to the end, guys. I want to do a pull off from 8 to 5 on the first string and then hit 7 after that. Okay. Then I want to play 8 of the second string, 5 of the first, back to 8 of the second. So let's join those two ideas together. Okay, then the next part that I do, I want to do a hammer on from 7 to 8 on the second string and then play 5 of the first. Let's join those three groups of 3 together. At the end of that little chunk, I've just got some rolling legato. So I'm playing 8, 7, 5 on the second string. So I'm just plucking that 8 and then rolling the other 2 notes. Okay, there's one more little chunk. This bit's particularly delicious, be warned. I'm doing 7 of the second string. I'm rolling chromatically 7, 6, 5. Then I jump to 7 of the third. And now I'm going to do 5, 7, 5 as a hammer on into a pull off on the second string. So it's going to go. Then I jump back to 7 of the third. So hopefully that's all making sense. And then the last bit is just working down the blues scale. So what I'm going to do here, I'm playing 5 of the second string, and then when I pluck 8 of the third, I'm pulling off 7, 5. At the end of that, I'm just working down a basic A minor arpeggio. I'm playing 5 of the second, 5 of the third, and 7 of the fourth. Alright, let's go from when we got to this phrase, and then we'll put all the chromatic and other hilarious stuff in front of it. Alright, let's go from the chromatics at the start, and then we'll do the whole thing a little bit slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the solo from High Speed Dirt by Megadeth. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. I'm Chris Zoupa. Good night.